Welcome back to Movie Villa. Here we dig into the movies cream like vanilla. Today we are going to talk about box office report card of the Shrek franchise. It has always been hugely financially successful, but Shrek 2 holds one shocking record over Avatar, The Way of Water. Let's hear it in today's episode. Shrek 5 has just been announced, and it's no surprise given that the animated franchise holds an incredible record of Avatar, The Way of Water. The Shrek franchise went from one success to another, with Shrek 2 making close to $1 billion long before it became a common occurrence with superhero movies. However, the franchise had seemingly been on hiatus ever since Puss in Boots, which was released in 2011. And even then, the last Shrek movie, Shrek Forever After, was released in 2010, and there were talks of Shrek being totally rebooted in the late 2010s. However, following the release of Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, which ended the Shrek franchise's hiatus, DreamWorks Animation has cleared up the current status of the Green Ogre, announced Shrek 5, and hinted at a donkey spin-off. The 2022 movie teased the return of the main series, as Puss sails to far away before it cuts to the credits. While it's great news that Shrek 5 is in development, as the series is generally consistent, it makes sense from a financial standpoint more than anything, as the franchise has made over $4 billion. And one impressive Shrek 2 feat raises the question of why DreamWorks didn't greenlight it sooner. Shrek 2's domestic box office is higher than Avatar 2. Shrek 2 made almost $930 million worldwide, and almost half of that was its domestic gross alone. The total domestic gross for the 2004 movie was $441 million, but as that was almost 2 decades ago, the figure is much higher when adjusted for inflation. Shrek 2's domestic gross when adjusted for inflation is more than $700 million, which beats the domestic gross of the third highest grossing movie of all time. Avatar, The Way of Water, which is still in theaters and has made over $2.3 billion, has made a total of $682 million domestically. While Shrek 2's domestic gross is 47% of its worldwide intake, Avatar, The Way of Water's domestic gross is only 30% of the film's total. It's easy to see how Avatar, The Way of Water would have made more of a splash overseas, as it simply has a broader appeal and has been built up as a huge event movie that the whole world has to see. The second Avatar movie has universal themes, and its visual effects are dazzling and groundbreaking, and that's why it has garnered way more repeat viewings from overseas markets, not just the US. Nevertheless, Shrek 2 still made way more than the blockbuster sequel domestically. How much could Shrek 5 make? The long hiatus could work in Shrek 5's favor, as a sequel is long overdue and massively anticipated. And while younger audiences might not know about the Shrek franchise as kids did 15 to 20 years ago, Shrek 5 is reportedly a reboot with the same cast. The sequel will most likely be requel more than anything, so it'll still be a sequel but an easy entry point for new viewers. Between building on the strength of Puss in Boots, The Last Wish and bringing back the beloved original cast, Shrek 5 appeals to both 20-something fans of the original and younger audiences, meaning it has the potential to become a billion-dollar grossing movie. Comment down your thoughts on this box office report card episode, and do subscribe to the channel for weekly content ahead.